Peace, everyone. For my first-time listeners, I am Victoria Shakoor with Single Parenting Mastery and founder of Stress-Free Parenting course. I am a professional single mompreneur of 2 awesome sons living in our home with me, and your intuitive guide to having respectful, obedient, and cooperative children that listens to you. As always, a warm, loving shout out to all of my single parents out there who is holding it down, making it happen all day, every day. Thank you to those who stop by and listens to my outformation, and a special thank you to my subscribers and new subscribers to my channel. This channel is for those parents who really care about the relationship they're having with their children and want some guidance of creating children that listens to them. They want to create that solid bond of cooperation and establish their authority and leadership of fostering obedience and building trust to foster respect with their children. So that is what this channel is all about. So we talk about a lot of things on my channel, a lot of different subjects that come up and a lot of questions that come up. And so I don't like for my information to be long-winded. I go in deep on our radio show, One Single Mother to Another, and that's our blog talk radio show, the number 1, single mother, the number 2, another. And so I go in a little further on these subjects on the show. So if you want more information and a little bit more in-depth tips and methods that I share, be sure and tune in to that radio show. Okay? So this question today is about setting boundaries with the father's wife or girlfriend of your children. And this is a touchy subject for a lot of single parents, because especially for single mothers, because they struggle with this situation. And a lot of times they're dealing with more than one baby daddy, which makes it an even more interesting and complex situation. It could be complex, okay, situation. Well, a lot of times I'm finding that they're angry. They're being angry when the girlfriend or the ex-wife, whom is the child's father or daughter, helps out, with the children when they are gone to visit their dad. And so the wife or the girlfriend will be doing things for the child, and this angers the mother, feeling that the girlfriend is overstepping her boundaries and showing disrespect to the mother. This is not an unusual attitude and perspective most single mothers have when dealing with the girlfriends and wives of their exes. Now, I understand that we are very protective and very territorial of our children, and we don't like when someone else is kind of stepping in our shoes, as mothers. We're just very territorial that way. We feel threatened by the other woman's appearance of being there with our children, whether it be alone or together with the father. We still have this little threat and this little insecurity that is happening, that's going on inside of us. Ergo, the baby daddy dramas that get played out, mainly to the detriment of the child's peace of mind. You see? The last thing that any of us should ever want for our children is to feel like they have to choose between the two. And they have to choose or have to feel uncomfortable when it comes time to go and visit their dad. You see? They have to choose or not be kind to the father's girlfriend or wife because mommy has a problem with her. You see, you have a problem with her combing your daughter's hair, or giving you something, when your daughter might have started her first menstruals at the dad's house, and the girlfriend or the wife helps her out and gives her a pat or something, and now you're angry because you feeling like she shouldn't have done anything. she shouldn't be helping your daughter. Can you see how this is kind of nonsensical? Okay, this makes no sense. You see, it makes no sense on so many different levels. Because for one thing, come on now, eventually he's gonna get with somebody, you see. And because the child is going to be going to visit their dad, they're going to be with that other person. And as long as that person is decent and not mistreating your children, why would you have a problem with them helping your child out? Because that helps you out. You see? That helps you out. So I want you to think about that as you're acting crazy because you know she combs your daughter's hair or whatever, you know, she's over there a couple of days. What would you say when your daughter goes to visit their dad and the girlfriend or the wife is there and she don't comb your daughter's hair? You know, your daughter come home looking like she been outside the whole time, you know, homeless. What would you be thinking? What would you be saying at that point? See, the thing is what's happening here is you want to control what's going on over in his house. And you don't have any control over that. I'm sorry. You need to let that go. You're going to have to let that go. Because you have no control of what's going on at that man's house. And as long as your child, your son or your daughter is not being mistreated and they are treated properly and they are helped properly and they are cared for properly, then I would suggest that you form a relationship with that person. You know, with the girlfriend or with his wife. There's nothing wrong with that. You know the old adage, it takes a village to raise a child? This benefits your children. And they should always, their benefit and their well-being, their peace of mind should always come first when it comes to these scenarios. Their peace of mind should always come first. Now I know you like, okay, Victoria, you know, we are vegetarians, you know, and I prepare meals for my children. And we don't eat meat. And when they go visit their dad, they're over there eating meat and hot dogs and all this crap, right? But you don't have any control over that. What you want to do is do your best to get along with your children's father so that you can have conversations with him. You see? What you want to do is have a conversation with your children's father and let them know this is the values that you are bringing your children up with in your household. And how can we come together and have an agreement so that it's consistent in their lives. And if not, you can have the conversation with your children so that they know the difference, which they're going to know anyway. However, you may want to have a conversation with them and let them know that, you know, you're at your dad's house. I understand that, you know, you eat this and whatever. The reason why we don't eat meat is because of this. And give them the information so that they better are equipped to take care of themselves. And they can stand up for themselves. This is what you want to do as a parent. That way it's not a conflict going on between you and their father. You see? So you know, the question, should we set boundaries for when the children go by their dad's house? Do we have the right to do that? Do he have the right to set boundaries at your home? You see? Because he's just as important in their lives as you are. And a lot of you say, well, I'll just talk to her. You know, should we even be having a conversation with the girlfriend or with the wife? Or both of them? And I would say that if something is really bothering you, you should have a conversation with both of them, especially if it's his wife. You should be doing your best to be getting along with that couple, with your father's wife, together. And all three of you should be able to have conversations concerning what is best for your child or your children. As a parenting coach, my focus is on the parent-child relationship. So therefore, I like to go deep as to what is best for the child and your relationship with your children. That's where I'm good at. That's where I shine. That's my expertise. That is what I help with. Okay? Because when you have a cooperative, respectful, and obedient relationship with your children, that's over half your stress, and it's over half your battle with any and everything else in life. See? And I'm finding that at the core of all of this drama that you're going through, being worried about the father's girlfriend or wife, is fear. So what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid they're going to try to take the child from you? Or your children? Are you afraid that they're going to be harmed? And is there a real threat of that? Or are you just making this up? Or are you just jealous? Okay? What's going on inside of you that you are causing this drama and that you are feeling this way? You need to ask yourself these questions. All right? So, how can we get you to feel more secure? How can we get you to feel secure that no one is attempting to take your place as your child's mother or father? Nor that anyone is attempting to even take them from you, if that's your fear. What can you do as the mother to create harmony for your child or your children to feel all right going to see their father or mother? Whose girlfriend or wife or boyfriend or husband may be present during the visit? You see? I want to invite you to leave your comments of this video, because this is a huge, big subject. And I go in more deeper at my Blog Talk Radio show, as I mentioned earlier. But leave your comments. Tell me what scenarios that you're going through concerning this when the children goes to visit their dad or their mom. What dramas is being played out? What are you going through? Leave your comments at the bottom, and if those of you who have went through this and if you solved it, tell me how you solved it. Tell me, what did you do to solve the problem? How did you get to be okay with it? Did you form a relationship with that girlfriend or boyfriend or husband and wife? How is your relationship with your children? And how are they with the family unit that is now created? The additional parents, okay? Because that's what they are, additional parents to your child. And you may be an additional parent to someone that you are seeing or dating, you see? So, I'm not going to make this be long, as you know. But yeah, share your scenario, because some of you may have to play out these scenarios more than once due to having different fathers. And how's that working out for you? All right? And it may be helpful to some of the other listeners. As always, all my links are below the video. Don't forget to download your free ebook. And I will see you on the next video. And also see you on the Blog Talk Radio show, the number 1, single mother, the number 2, another. Every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and 2 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there and join in the conversation. Until next time, peace.